This is Local Edition. My name is Brad Pomerance on the west side of Los Angeles today, joined by Nancy Pearlman. She is a member of the Board of Trustees of the LA Community College District, seeking her 5th term in office. That election is coming up in March. But I want to talk about the November election because on the ballot in November was Prop 51, a statewide school construction bond, $2 billion for community colleges. Prop CC,
not all that's though.
of course. Prop CC, LA County bond for community college district.
Well, actually, Prop CC was for the Los Angeles Community College District,
Exactly.
which is about half the county,
Well
34
stated.
cities.
Well
the
stated.
entire city of Los Angeles,
Right.
going from the port of and San Pedro
Yeah.
and Wilmington and the Palos Verdes Peninsula, all the way up to the entire San Fernando Valley, including Sylmar and Woodland Hills.
Right.
And then we have the bulk of the Los Angeles city, including other cities like Culver City, Beverly Hills. We go east all the way to San Gabriel, Montebello, Monterey
Right.
Park. It's gigantic.
But what's remarkable is you had both of those measures on the ballot. They both passed.
I think people realize that education is important. And how do you educate students if your facilities aren't up
Right.
to par? And nowadays, we know that the smart classroom is essential.
Of course.
The students are coming in with their computers. We have to be able to have teleconferencing and video conferencing and other modern conveniences, shall we say. We can't be having the bungalows that I taught in when I taught anthropology, and these were supposed to be temporary World War II bungalows, and they were still there in the 90s.
Right, I hear you. But I want to get a sense from you, since you've been involved in the process for so long. You have Prop 51 on the ballot. You have Prop CC on the ballot. In LA County, there were 24 other construction bond measures on the ballot, education construction bonds. They all passed. It's pretty remarkable.
The state monies are used for providing the classes, which is so critical. That's what we're all about. Our CC is going to help fill out our educational plans.
Right.
It's a $3.3 billion bond. Now, personally, we could have gone for $5.2 billion. I advocated for that because I said to the consultants, I said to the experts who studied, what is our educational plan? What kind of facilities do we need to meet that
Right.
plan? Because that's the goal. And I said, how much do we need? They said $9 billion. Well, that's impossible. So we still have to cut back. We still have to decide. But we are able to build out some of the newer structures and classrooms and theaters and special places on our campuses.
Why do you believe the voters of LA County are so generous when it comes to education bonds?
What I have found out when I go out there, as I'm running for
Right.
my 5th term,
Sure, of course.
I've been a trustee for 16
Right.
years, and I've been overseeing this bond program, making sure it's sustainable. I led the battle to be sure that we met LEED standard,
I
which
knew
is
that.
the U.S. Green Building Council standards for sustainability. I led that battle that we have to have our bill, because if we save money on energy and water conservation, we have more money for the goal, classes. Now, I think the students, the faculty, the staff, and the community recognize that we have a tremendous resource. And when I'm out in the community, I find out, oh yeah, I attended such and such a college. I attended
Right.
Valley College. I attended Harbor College. I attended Mission. I attended Pierce. I attended West. I attended Trade,
Right.
East,
Right.
City College. You know, Southwest, they all mention, my brother, my sister, my son, my
Right.
daughter, my uncle, aunt, everybody has been to community college,
course.
which they should, by the way. They should all be attending. I wish more people would come out and utilize our campuses and take our classes, especially because we have so many excellent programs. We just got a program for dental technicians.
And let's talk about that. Let's not give away the ending too quickly, because
They
I
can
want.
get a BA.
That's exactly right. Is that at West Los Angeles College, dental hygienists can get a
BA, not just an AA.
4-year degree.
Exactly. And
That
this
is
is
huge news.
innovative. This is something I was working for and I have been promoting. I have been promoting that we provide the classes necessary for students to go to the higher institutions to get their BA. go to the community college. It's the cheapest way to get your first 2 years of lower division coursework. But I also support our certificate programs. We have award-winning culinary departments, mechanics, and fashion design, and construction, and solar panel installation training.
Right, but think about this in terms of the BA. If you want to get a BA at a UC, for example, it would cost $12,000 a year.
So much more.
If you want to get a BA at a CSU, it will cost $7,000 a year, and that's just tuition. If you want to get a BA at West Los Angeles College, it will cost $10,000 for 4 years. It's $2,500 a year to get your BA at West Los Angeles College.
Maybe even less. If I have my way with the American promise,
right.
We want free education.
I hear you, but let's revel in this remarkable bargain.
Yeah, oh, it's a bargain, and I think that that's why the community supports us. Going back to your question, why do they support the bond measure? Because I think they see that we are providing a resource unlike any other in the country. But think about this.
There was so much honor given to the West Los Angeles BA program that none other than former Vice President Joe Biden came to West Los Angeles to learn about it. I mean, there's something going on here that we see that look, other states have been allowing community colleges to give BAs. We are actually behind the curve on this, but West LA is one of 15 in the state.
One of the things I've been doing in all my years on the Board of Trustees, and I hope to continue to do in a 5th term, and that is to be sure that we have every kind of academic mentoring program success for student success. That's key. Obviously, I also care about fiscal accountability, making sure we don't have wasteful spending. I am committed to the building program, the greenest public building program, the largest green public building program in the country, and I'm committed to making sure that's done and handled right. But we've got so many different programs. I want every kind of opportunity to provide it to students of every need. And what I'm saying is we actually even have homeless students. Right. We have to have special services to them because they don't have the parent-family support structure.
And you know what else you have? As a result of state legislation passed in 2015, you now have community college classes offered on high school campuses. It could be before that a high school student could go to a community college to take a class. Now it's the reverse.
Yes, because we do have some high schools on our campuses so that they can do multiple courses both in high school and the community college. But now we can provide in the classroom at the high schools so that you can get your high school diploma and an AA degree at the same time. Doesn't that give you a step up to really get through the educational program? I mean, I am in favor of classes in the jails and the prisons, because if you really want to get rid of crime, what's the solution? Education. Give people training so they can come out and get a decent job.
And through the dual enrollment program, I understand that LAUSD is working with LACCD to provide this type of education on high school campuses to 15,000 students.
I believe in collaboratives with our other educators. Now, obviously, the largest body is the K through 12 system of the Los Angeles Unified School District. But we have the Beverly Hills Unified School District.
Part of your
and
district.
And the Culver City.
Part of the LACCD.
And Garfield out there in East LA and other. So we work with all of them.
We'll have you come back?
Please.
Okay, her name is Nancy Pearlman.
There's so many more great programs we can talk about.
She is a trustee with the Los Angeles Community College District seeking a 5th term. That election will be held in March. My name is Brad Pomerance. Thanks for joining us from West LA on Local Edition.